Nisuing ba sa kantikon chang satay, Meghalaya News 24 channel onaram chaksoa, anga Channel Chelsea aroyan dalni koborang. All India Congress Committee Media Coordinator rang, BJP ni President Ernest Mori ko MDA sorkari ko 2 taka ane matnangani bidungo, uni ubosarang ni gumen mamang ko ba namdapat na daks kajani gumen matnang skaha. Ernest ko mamang gisik nangani ko mesok tani gumen aro MDA sorkari ni adokong sirurwatani gumen, Media Coordinator Bobita Sharma, Bristibar Salo, Congress bahawa no press conference ukmutungo matnange aga nangaha. Sharma ni aga nani gitade, Meghalaya baka nung siyaw ni nosto ngaw ni namgiza dakke dilengpa sorkari ni jokna nanginga. Sharma ni aga nani gitade ong moteng pa obosta de adok ni obosta ko igensimo ba BJP corrupt ongpa manderang ko naljokatan baksa MDA ni dilani ko ba naljoki rakhinga wasan ong ay gija BJP adok ni manderang ko bak ni dakat na bisi ko sattinga ni ko bona parakanga ha.
But the most important thing that strikes the mind is this corruption that is happening in the MDA government. In fact, I would like to mention here that the BJP president, Mr. Ernest Mori, had himself made a press statement, had himself done a press conference, calling the MDA government foul, calling the MPP government foul, calling them the most corrupt government. So you can imagine that if the ally himself says that his government is corrupt, but at the same time, with all due respect to Mr. Ernest Mori, he very earnestly had the press meet, but he did not take any action with all earnestness. So you can imagine his good intentions in saying that. So in one hand, you see that the BJP talks about, the state leadership talks about the NPP being corrupt, the MDA government being corrupt, but at the same time, they don't do anything about it.
Meghalaya Chief Electoral Officer Frederick Roy Karkongor, adoko ge kola chibri expenditure sensitive constituency rangko uyataha. Wandake Karkongor ni uyatani gitade, ya expenditure sensitive constituency rangko monitoring team aro police rang na meni rokna nanggen ne koborna parakataha.
We have 34 ESCs, expenditure sensitive constituencies. This is where we have some reports that there could be constituencies where there is use of high money power. And so the expenditure observers will also be concentrating on these expenditure sensitive constituencies. So this is across the state, not only in one particular district. So those are the reasons why we have termed them as expenditure sensitive.
Andake ongingon Chief Electoral Officer EVM VVPAT ko electiono M3 model ko jakal gen aro yan gitsamna batte namkal batkapa version nga ya gitalgpa model security rang barakpata ane uyataha. EVM ko skangpa changna hajal gni chichet bulsini general electiono jakalachim aro mandirang wa machine khakete vote puna ko mesokama mesok chachim una khadong brigi jani ko ba mesokanga ha. Andake ongingon Karkongor ni aganani gitade election commission EVM aro VVPAT rang ko namdapat na jothon ka ha aro yan electiono jakal tobe gponggen gitalgpa M3 model ko hajal gni kol tambal sini assembly wa doko jakal gen ya version of factory reset mode aro security features rang dunga wandake gitalgpa model lo mandirang ko chabok na manjawa ha aro machine ni gmen jajring na nangjawa ha ne koborna parakang ha.
EVM and VVPAT, we have sufficient number of EVM VVPAT at the rate of 150% per constituency per polling station. And so we and all these and 2 rounds of first level checking have already been done, and we have sufficient stock of in terms of BUs as CUs as well as the VVPAT. And this time around we will be using the M3 variety of EVM VVPAT, and apart from the features that were already there in the previous EVM VVPAT, which means that if there's any attempt to do any manipulation, it will go back to the factory reset mode. Apart from that, the new features that are there in this M3 VVPAT is the feature of mutual authentication amongst all the components. That means if you try to replace one BU with another control unit which has not been paired previously, it will not work. And also they have automated self-diagnostics. That means that itself, these EVM machines, they themselves will give a report about the functionality of the machines so that we know that that they're working perfectly.
All India Congress Committee ni Dilgapa Bobita Sharma ni Bristibar Salo aganani gitade bangija somoyrangni jamanan BJP National People's Party aro adokni gipen regional party rangko menok-nok wa Assam ni obosta ko ba example na misukang ha Assamo BJP ni candidate tungja chim endiba wamang Asom Gana Parishad ni Janggalo gadowe Assam adokni political biapona napaha Apsan daken wamang Meghalaya oba daken Guwahati ni Meghalaya na napagin chimode BJP ni adok ngpagatasa BJP poster rang bang damaha Meghalaya BJP adok tiung jachemendi ba NPP ko BJP menok-nok unig mensa wamang MDA sorkari uniung khatsainga ni khobor na pharakanga ha
See, we always see in Assam as well, you have seen the BJP always piggy rides on a regional party. And then they swallow up the regional party. The same thing happened with AGP. They had no candidates in Assam, but they rode on the back of the AGP and then they tried to make inroads into the political scene of the state of Assam. Similarly, they are doing. When you come from Guwahati, you see so many posters of the BJP, as if it's a BJP state. This is not a BJP state. They have only 2 MLAs. But NPP will soon be swallowed by the BJP. That is the message I think they are giving. And that is why they are not pulling out, because they have their own interests in hand.
BJP State President Ernest Marwini Bristibar Salo aganani gitade independent agency ni survey khaani gitade wamang ni party gate khoni ge kolor punga seat rang assembly election o chegen ne agananga ha khobor athang parang na aganingon Shillong Songjun ma Jaintia Hills aro Garo Hills so BJP amgen ne adokni president khobor na agananga ha
We have received 123 applications from different constituency. Like in some constituency, we are having multiple application, mean like 3, 4, even like Dalu, for example, we are having 4 aspirant, applicant, and even in the Mahandragan, we are having 6 applicants. So that is going on, and I think immediately we are going to convene the State Election Committee, where we will send all the name of the candidate to Central Parliamentary Committee for approval.
Pekat kaba bostu ba drugs ni gimana doko dakar kingon Riboy police sakani mengseng ba drugs badang parang kubut par salur maha Riboy ANTF Manipur ni Shillong na Assam gata drugs badang parang ko bunga bajio Bernie hatur maha wa mangoni khamat gaba sabon bikrop ge kholruks ke don gemen heroin drugs strong dongasim wan dake wa drugs ni dam crore sa point gni de ungen drugs badang gaba mande sakani ni bimungrang ko nongrim hills ni Abigail Vanpari Vanchwang aru Mumbai Maharashtra ni Rintu Chanshyam Saikia unga wa sakni case ko NDPA Act ni ngonong po PSA gataha aru sandir kitani ko daking ha ni ko borna pharakang ha Meghalaya ni michikrang na thangka paisa ranggata bulko na jaku diengon opposition party All India Trinamool Congress sakbonga michi candidate rang na assembly election susana gata party ticket ko na ha wanoni sakni de sitting legislator nga Meghalaya matrilineal doko nga jeko agan gench mode ya doko michikrang gam jinko manrek parang nga ni TMC ni michi candidate chisni North Shillong constituency ni susana mingpa aga nga ha rinja michikrang ko dokni election bakra ya doko aro sorkari ko dulna gata ba didiani ko nang ha ni ko borna
Being the lone female candidate from the most prestigious constituency, 17 North Shillong, I feel so delighted because this constituency requires a female representative for better governance. I would like to say that Meghalaya being the matrilineal society, I would request my other female friends and other female who have the capacity to start coming into the public domain, they should come forward because this state also requires more numbers of females to lead the government.
Congress ni Dilgapa Sieda Anwari Taimur December dok Rchach isku sotchet oni June Kholachi Rchach isku sotchet sa ona Assam ni Chief Minister onga ha andake ungench moba North Eastern dok rangomi chikrang ni election no bakra ani rangko bangin nikpreja North East ni banga mi chikrang mongsong batte Meghalaya o mi chikrang politics oni chele dongrong batta Meghalaya ni senior mi chik politician legislator Dr. Ampren Lingdoni aganani gitade North East ba mainland India oni mamung dingthangani dongja maina Meghalaya ni mi chikrang politics so bakra a candidate ong e jangi thangna alchu gpa ong ja ane khoborna agananga ha
like mainland India, Northeast is no different. You may say that there are tribal populations across the northeast India, where women occupy more important roles in politics or any other strata of society. Northeast is also like mainland India. It's very difficult for a woman to survive politics, active politics, candidature politics. Women will be used for every other reason. But to prop a woman and support that woman so that she becomes a successful politician faces the same kinds of hurdles that any other woman in any part of this country will face. Even if you look at it globally, we've seen the success stories. We've seen women doing so well. President of New Zealand, then president of some other countries where you see women doing very well. Small nations, very productive, very proactive roles that women leaders take. Why this is not happening in the Northeast is as regular as why it doesn't happen in the entire globe. Women have to work exceptionally hard. Women as homemakers. See, the entire role of women in a home is so designed that woman is not only a child bearer, woman is also a child rearer. You'll rarely see women doing exceptionally well.
Dalni khoborang di yarangsan ya khoborang ni manambate ma sina skode Meghalaya News 24.com ni ko phorena matgen sakanti ko niswani na methela.